What is going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I apologize for the uploads yesterday, but it was 4th of July, and as you can see, I'm trying to get myself back together. Hell, I don't even have my live on light on, but we're going to make it through. Last night, which was 4th of July, and I hope you guys had a great 4th of July and you guys were safe. There was a lot of mass shootings across the nation. And I don't know if it's because gunshots can be mass sometimes over fireworks, but either way, this is something that continues to happen. And this mass shooting right here I want to talk to you about is out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Shout out Philly, namely South Philly, in which, and I want you to get this, around 3:53 a.m. this morning at a bar called 7 Elements, a security guard was shot in the face, a woman was shot in the back, among other victims, where they're saying up to 8 people were shot. It was up to 11, but they downgraded it. Now they're saying it's 8 people shot. They got bullet casings all over the place in this bar, on the stairwell, on the top level. It was just mass hysteria, and there are no confirmed deaths, but a lot of people hurt. This is what they're saying so far. Damn shame. Can't even celebrate on the holidays. Look.
Breaking news out of South Philadelphia. That is where a mass shooting broke out early this morning. Ellen Kaloje is live now at the scene. And Ellen, such a tragedy this morning.
Yeah, good morning, Greg. Good morning, everyone. So a little bit of good news in all this. I just spoke to a few police officers, and they say they got the original number incorrect. They originally said they thought 11 people were shot in this mass shooting, but they've downgraded that number to 8. So if anything, just a little bit of positive news in this terrible shooting that happened just before 4 o'clock this morning. Let's get right to that video. It all happened at this bar called 7 Elements just before 4 o'clock this morning. It's on the 1100 block of South 11th Street. Again, at a place called 7 Elements. The door, police say, was locked, so police say they had to break it down when they arrived. And once inside, they say they found the shell casings, several shell casings on the 2nd floor, on the stairwell, and in the parking lot, a chaotic scene where people had been running in all directions. They found 3 people shot. Those 3 immediately taken to local hospitals. 5 more checked themselves into area hospitals. So again, 8 in total. A security guard was shot in the face and a woman in the back, both in critical condition right now. The other were all shot in various parts of their bodies. Now, we talked to a neighbor who says he cannot believe this happened on the 4th of July.
Yeah, I hear stuff going on here at this one corner restaurant all the time. I thought it was fireworks because all night long we heard fireworks and pop, pop, pop. And then I did hear some ambulance, but the police station is right down the corner, so I hear it anyways a lot. I couldn't believe it because I'm right here. I live right there. How could that happen so close to me?
So that gentleman says he's been here for about 3 years and he's seen a lot of trouble at this bar. He says neighbors have complained, but he just, again, cannot believe that this happened. Again, people have been here all morning. Police officers, we see the fire department is here now. They are going inside. We'll find out exactly what's going on with that. But again, they're combing through evidence. Officers say they will be here for a lot of the day. They're going through surveillance video, they tell me, and also a lot of evidence inside. They say there's a lot of evidence, including money, IDs, and a lot of things, as you can imagine, because they say it was chaos, people running in and out. But again, they have no suspects and no motive at this point, Greg, but we will be following this story the rest of the day. Back to you.
About 3:53 this morning, uniformed officers from the 3rd Police District responded to a call for a person shot on the 1100 block of South 11th Street, 1132 to be exact, at an establishment called 7 Elements Restaurant Bar Lounge. Upon arrival, officers discovered 3 persons suffering from gunshot wounds. They were immediately taken to area hospitals. At least 2 of them are currently listed in critical condition. Since that time, we have learned that in addition to the 3 that police transported to the hospitals, an additional 8 have come into area hospitals, various hospitals in the area, suffering from gunshot wounds from this incident. So at this point, we believe there were 11 victims who were shot as a result of this incident at this particular location. We heard that there is a possibility that there may be another person, making it 12, but we have not been able to confirm that at this time. Given that there are so many victims, I cannot give you specifics as to where each individual was shot. However, they were shot in various parts of the body. The most serious injuries were a person working ostensibly as a security guard who was shot in the face, and also a woman who was shot in the back. They're both listed in critical condition. Others are reported to have been shot in the legs, extremities, arms, etc., and suffering other non-life-threatening gunshot injuries. The crime scene consists of multiple spent shell casings, both on the upper floor where the restaurant bar is located, and there are also additional shell casings on a stairway that leads from the upper floor to the bottom floor. More shell casings on the parking lot below. So we're not sure if those shell casings came from a gun that was fired above, or whether the gunman or gunmen continued firing even from the lower floors. We just haven't been able to determine that yet. It's still very, very early in the investigation. Given the magnitude of this incident, there are still a lot of unanswered questions. We have cleared the building itself. We have found no additional victims inside. However, there is a lot of evidence in there, money, identifications, that sort of thing. We're now combing through any video surveillance that might be able to give us some information on what exactly happened here this morning. Be more than happy to answer any additional questions if you have any.
Do we know, was this business open? How many people were inside? Was there a party for the 4th of July going on?
It's unclear. It's unclear. And also, given that this call came out around 3:53, this building should, this facility, this business should not be open that late. And upon arrival, it was shut. So we had to ensure that there were no additional victims inside. So we had to defeat the doors to get inside. We do not have any motives at this time, nor do we have any suspects in custody. We're unsure if this incident was perpetrated by one lone gunman or whether there were multiple shooters. We just don't know that at this time yet.
When officers arrived on scene at like 3:53, what did it look like? Were there people all over, or?
A lot of the people were running. Officers, obviously, their focus, their priority was getting the injured to the hospital so that they could immediately get medical help. That was their focus. And, you know, 3 alone is a significant number of victims for officers to have to deal with at 3:53 in the morning. Once we started learning that more and more people were shot, naturally we have to now deploy more officers to the hospitals, investigators to the hospitals, to get that information from these other gunshot victims. So we're piecing it together. And again, this is going to take some time given the number of victims in this incident. But it does appear, fortunately, that even the 2 individuals that are listed in critical condition look like they are going to survive. So no one has died from this shooting as of yet, and it hopefully appears that no one will.
11 people shot is the most significant shooting Philadelphia's had since the Fairmount Park shooting, which was not too long ago.
It's a lot of people. I mean, I don't keep track of the statistics. However, again, we're very thankful that these hardworking officers were able to get here on time and get these victims to the hospital as quickly as possible so that they can receive life-saving care. And again, there were at least 8 other individuals who were taken by private vehicle, and they also received care. Some of them were taken to non-trauma hospitals and they got whatever care they could at those hospitals and then transported to trauma hospitals that deal with gunshot victims on a regular basis. So, but at this time, that is the information that I have.